take your keychain and just secure it to a tabletop surface. Now fold 2 of your cords evenly in half and attach them to your key ring with a lark's head knot. Now with these cords, we're going to tie 2 square knots in a row. Okay, and a square knot is formed by taking the right side to cross over those 2 cords in the middle to form a loop here. Then the side on the left is going to go over that right cord, behind the 2 in the middle, and up through that loop. And we're just going to pull those nice and tight. Then we're going to take the side on the left to go over the 2 cords in the middle to form that loop. The side on the right goes over that left cord, behind the 2 in the middle, and then up through the loop. Pull it tight. And that is our first square knot. Now we're just going to repeat one more time. Now I'm going to spread my 2 outer cords off so they're kind of horizontal here, and I'm going to attach 2 cords to the left one and 2 cords to the right. So take those new cords and fold them evenly in half, and we're going to attach them with a reverse lark's head knot. So we just send that folded in behind this time to go over, and then pull the 2 cords through the loop to secure. Just like that. So this is what your project will look like so far. And now we're going to take the 4 cords that are in the middle and again tie a square knot. Now our next step is to tie double half hitch knots kind of in a diagonal line. So find the 2 cords in the middle. We're going to leave these 2 off, and then I'm going to take the next cord to the left and I'm going to kind of point it down and diagonal towards that left side, and we're going to tie 4 double half hitch knots around this cord. Okay, and you kind of want to guide it in the direction you want it to go as you tie your knots. So take that first cord now on the left and just send it over that leading rope to form a loop. Then twist it around and pull it through the loop and pull it tight. And you want to make sure that this row of knots is going to lay against the previous kind of row here above it. Then take that same cord back over the leading rope to form a loop, twist it around and pull it through the loop, and then pull it tight. And that is our first double half hitch knot. Take the next cord and repeat. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to repeat on the right side. So again, find those two in the middle, leave them off, and take the next cord here on the right side. It's going to point downwards towards the right diagonally, and we're going to tie 4 double half hitch knots. And it's the same process as this side. So that first working cord is going to come up over the leading rope to form the loop where I can twist it around to pull it through. I pull it nice and tight. Then I take that same cord back over to form the loop where I can twist it around, pull it through, and pull it tight. Then I repeat with the next cord. And now we go back to the 4 cords in the middle, and with these 4 cords, we're going to tie another square knot. Now we're going to repeat the same process one more time. Now we're going to tie those lines of square knots again, but this time we're only going to tie 3 on each side. So you're going to leave off the cord all the way on the very far left and only tie these 3 around your leading rope. The 4 cords in the middle tie the square knot. Now this time when we tie our rows of double half hitch knots, we're only going to be tying 2. So this time leave off the 2 cords here on the far left, and of course on the right side we leave off the 2 cords on the right. Okay? 4 cords here in the middle, tie your square knot. And now we're just going to tie 1 double half hitch knot on each side, leaving off the 3 cords all the way on the far left. And tie your square knot in the middle with those 4 cords. And this is what your leaf will look like so far. Now if you want a really severe point, you can tie another square knot down here at the bottom, but I kind of like it a little more subtle like this, so I'm going to leave mine as is, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So the next step is we're going to take all these cords, and the cord here on the very far left is going to point downwards to the right, and I'm going to tie 5 double half hitch knots around this leading rope, following the edge of the leaf. Okay, so you want it to follow along this line and be pushed up right against those cords. Take this one out of my way so I don't accidentally grab it. And we just, of course, lay that cord on top and then begin tying our row of double half hitch knots just like before. And then of course this cord here on the right is going to lay across all your other cords and point down towards the right, following the edge of the leaf. Just like that. And now we're going to connect these two leading ropes together so there's no gap here. So I'm just going to put the side on the right over the left and then tie that left cord over the right with a double half hitch knot. If there's any gaps kind of remaining, you can just kind of slide your ropes and adjust to fill it in. And then this is what it's going to look like at this point. So you have a couple ways you can finish off your project. You can, of course, leave your ropes just hanging down as is, but I really want to make this kind of a unique leaf shape. So I'm going to hot glue the ends of my ropes to the back of my leaf, okay? So I'm just going to take some scissors and I'm just going to trim these pretty short. So I'm just going to take my keychain up from where I secured it. I'm going to flip my project around, and that's what the back side's going to look like, a little bit different. And I'm going to take my hot glue, and I'm actually just going to go on each individual rope just to make sure I get it. And you don't want to do too much because you don't want it to ooze all over the place, but just enough so it pushes down, and you just hold it for a second and it will be secured. So after you hot glue those ends, this is what the back will look like. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad, but to be a keychain, I want to clean this up just a little bit. So I'm actually going to hot glue on some felt just so the back is uniform and even, and that way if you see the back side, you're not like, what is this weird blob? Okay, so that is all I'm gonna do. It's totally optional. Now, preferably you wanna use felt that matches the color. I did not have any, so I'm just going to use black. But what I'm going to do is just hot glue the back of my keychain and then stick it right on the felt. Okay, once it's stuck on, you can take your scissors and just cut all the way around the keychain. And now my leaf keychain is finished. Okay, so this is now the front side, and the back just has a backing. You can kind of do whatever you want to the back. If you want to personalize it, you can embroider on it, you know, whatever you need to do to make it look nice, you can do that. So you can totally customize your leaf if you choose. And here is just another version of my leaf, and this one I used single stranded cotton cord instead of braided. Okay, so you can use any type of cord you would like. And also, to get a little bit of a different shape, I added that one extra square knot at the bottom. Okay, so in this one, we ended it with one square knot, and in this one, I ended it with 2 square knots. Okay, so you can tell there's just a slightly different shape. It's more pointed in this version. I like both, so I wanted to show you guys both so you have both options that you can choose from and determine which leaf you like more. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.